Have you ever noticed that no matter how much you provide, it still doesn't always translate into respect, connection, or intimacy? I'm Natalie. I help married business owners strengthen their love life to elevate their business success. In this video, you'll learn the 5 habits highly successful men practice in their marriage that most men completely overlook, and how these habits directly impact respect, connection, and intimacy. Habit number 1, they take ownership first. Most men wait for her to change. Will never happen. Elite men go first. Initiative. Not because they are wrong, but because they lead. They take personal responsibility. If you can get to this point where anytime a conversation goes south, anytime a situation goes south, where is your part in it? Everyone plays a part. And it's hard to look ourselves in our mirror. Sometimes we know what to do, but when you have the right guidance to pull that out of you, AI can't do it, but one-to-one connection, if you can find someone that can bring that out to you, it'll save you years and years of headache, heartache, and even divorce. And I'm saying all this because I'm extremely passionate on how the world is going these days. It's not going to get any better, especially for high-performing men in marriages. Elite men, they ask, what am I contributing to this dynamic? That question alone separates average men from high elite. Don't waste any more time. I put together a free framework on the 5 steps to rebuild respect, connection, and support in your marriage. The link to download is in the description below or pinned comment below. Go grab it now. Habit number 2, they listen to understand, not to respond, interrupt, defend, debate, none of those things. Because most men listen halfway through. Let's be honest, waiting for their turn to talk, to make their own opinions into it, or to fix it, or to defend, right? That immediately kills connection. And this is something you don't do in business, right? Because then you no longer would have sales or clients. Highly successful men, they understand to listen fully. And one of the higher traits that I believe that successful men have, the 1% elite, is that not only do they listen, but they master being so present with their wife. They're not half listening. They're completely invested into what it is that they're saying. And women, we're feelers. We would feel whether or not you're half listening or just being present altogether. We know the difference. You can't play that one out. Tell me more about that. What do you mean by that? How does that make you feel? Oh, you have earned a trophy, my friend, because when she feels heard, she opens up to you. She feels connected to you. And when she opens up, everything completely changes. And she wants to open up in different ways. She wants to open up and to support you, even open up in the bedroom. Honestly, when my husband does this, I can't help but to have fun with him, have more adventure with him, and wanted to support him and wanted to do things for him. His love language is acts of service. I can't help but to be so intentional with those things because he's doing that right back to me. And leaders take that initiative first. They don't wait for the other person to do it because they're going to wait forever. You don't wait for people in business to do anything. You're going to wait forever and there's no sales. So same thing here. Leaders take that initiative to make a difference in their marriage and in their business. Most men don't lose their marriage because of one big mistake. They lose it through small daily habits that they're not aware of, or the lack of them. Because what you do repeatedly in your marriage either builds connection or slowly destroys it. And the problem that I see so many marriages today is that you've built discipline in your business, structured systems, standards, but when it comes to your wife at home, you're relying on assumptions. And assumptions are why marriages start to break down and deteriorate. And if this is all resonating with you, again, I have tools to help you out with this. I've created the framework. It's absolutely for free. Go get it so you can rebuild this respect, connection, and trust and intimacy in your relationship. Go download it. It's free. Link to download is in the video description below or pinned comment below. No cost to you. Go get it. Apply it tonight. Habit number 3, they are intentional with their wife. To us, that is extremely sexy. They're not reactive, right? Women are already emotional enough. Please don't match our energy. It's exhausting. We want your masculine leadership energy all over us. We genuinely do. We want you to be that leader. Step up, initiate, make things happen with confidence and conviction. You're not passive, intentional, right? You have to be, especially in business, right? If you're not, what's going to happen? Someone else is going to be intentional for that business that you have, and that is a dangerous spot to be in. So they don't just spend time. Okay, I got an hour here with my wife. I'm just going to spend time. No, my friend. What is your intention? What is your goal from that 1 hour meeting that you're going to have with your wife? Well, the goal is to make her feel appreciated, valued, heard, and admired. Whoa, super sexy. If you can just apply that one thing alone in your marriage, watch it happen literally miraculously. I have clients that I just make this process so simple for them that they do it little by little, and they see the small changes happen in their marriage. Their wife take initiative. Their wife contribute more. They want to respect. They respect those boundaries, and they respect them as a leader. It just takes those small little steps of actions, so they lead time. And that means planning moments, right? Moments, small moments, not big anniversary birthday moments that takes up a lot of time and it's exhausting. Little small moments. Even just yesterday with my husband. Hey, we're going to Starbucks. It's a date night on a Tuesday night. Okay. Perfect. He was super intentional with it, and the night kept going on, right? And we're super energized today. So he is extremely intentional with my time with me as well, just as he is in his business, and then you want to create space to connect again. That is the intention here. Being mentally present, because time without intention doesn't create connection. It creates separation. Habit number 4, they praise her specifically. Generic compliments don't land. If you're not genuine, don't even waste your time or even bother. Good job. That looks nice. Thank you. Please, we don't need that from you. Extremely surface level. High level men are specific, right? I respect how you handled that situation. And there was something that my husband said last night that really hit home for me. He mentioned that, babe, I really like your style, how you coach people, how you talk. Don't try to be like anybody else. So don't feel like you have to be someone else. Like, I really like your style, the way that you understand where men are coming from, and then just how you are, how you speak. And that really hit home for me because, sometimes in business, you don't even know what you're doing. Like, do I need to act this way? Do I need to do these things? And having that reassurance from my husband made me even more confident, and helped me to take massive action in the things that I enjoy doing. So I appreciate the fact that he was so specific in that moment when I needed him to be, right? You can also say things like, you're really good at bringing people together. You're really great at bringing out the best in other people. You make this home feel alive, peaceful, productive. Specific praise builds that respect, that closeness, that openness, and respect fuels that attraction. Habit number 5, they address tension early because they know that the relationship matters to them. This is where most men fail. Don't be like them. They wait, avoid. If we're not going to take action on something, it's because we're not confident enough to handle it. We don't have the right tools, structure. I get it. But high successful men, the 1% elite, they look for that. They find it. They find the right path, not just any path. Follow it, structure it, and use that tool when it comes to not avoiding things. Can you imagine avoiding things in your business? Super dangerous. Same thing here. Same thing in your marriage. So most men, they avoid it. They hope that it goes away. Never will it go away. And eventually it compounds, right? So highly successful men handle things so early before they even get to the biggest elephant in the room. Before it turns into what we called resentment, distance. They don't avoid hard conversations, even though sometimes it may go like this. Again, that's because, or if you see patterns in your marriage, it's because you don't have the right tools. Just FYI, they know how to lead them. Habit number 6, they track emotional patterns. So this is what most men have never heard of. Elite men pay attention to patterns, right? They notice. They notice when she's more open, when tension increases, what triggers disconnection. They don't guess, they don't assume, they observe. Patterns reveal those truths, and truth gives you control, gives you initiative and leadership. You know, there are certain things that I'm working on as a wife, and then recently my husband just pointed those things out because I'm very intentional what it is, how my behavior is. If I can be, more feminine to him and be more intentional in the things that I'm doing, he literally acknowledged that without me even looking for the validation. He immediately knew. He saw that pattern, he acknowledged it, and led with it. Yeah. If you can master that in your marriage, you're golden. You're basically golden from there. So habit number 7, this one is also rare. They acknowledge the small things. Women admire small things over the big things. Far more. It is so valuable and important to us. Don't be like most men when they wait for big moments to show appreciation. It's not about that. Anniversaries, right? Birthdays, big wins, we don't care. Yeah, of course, to an extent, we do care, but it's the smaller daily actions that we care most about. And even the big wins, that's not even enough to us. To be completely frank with you, the strongest marriages are built on small acknowledgments of appreciation. Hey, babe, I noticed what you did there. Thank you. Thank you for handling that. I appreciate you. Thank you for cooking me this delicious meal. God, you're so good at it. Believe it or not, those moments build emotional safety for her and for you. And emotional safety builds that attraction, that intimacy, that respect, that support. The brutal, hard truth, if you're not practicing these habits, even just one habit alone, daily, your marriage is either going to improve slowly or slowly decline. There's no neutral. And if there is, could be a very boring marriage. I get it. We've all been there. But the shift, the solution, okay? Success in marriage isn't about doing more. We don't want you to do more, please. It's about doing the right things consistently, the intentional things consistently, the small habits, the small actions, the small intentions repeated daily. That is what creates, oh my gosh, respect, attraction, emotional connection, all those things that you've been wanting in your marriage. You don't build a powerful marriage through intensity. You build it through consistency. You're consistent in your business, right? Intentional. And the man who understands this don't just keep their marriage, they invest into it. They elevate it by elevating themselves. And if you're courageous enough and serious enough to making this marriage work, highly recommend you book that free strategy call with me to identify what those patterns are in your marriage, tackle them, and you'll come out of the call with more clear-minded, more of a roadmap to help you apply the tools that I'm going to be giving you tonight to your wife. So book that call, no cost to you. I'll see you there. If you want to learn how high-performing men rebuild that attraction in their marriage that has been lost for a long time, watch this video next here. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you on the other side.